Hello everyone, welcome to this beautiful new day and beautiful new gift of life, beautiful new day to be born again into, to be alive, because that's not a guarantee. So aren't we very happy to be alive again, born again? It's not guaranteed. And in this video I want to talk about some of the benefits of being in quarantine during this whole coronavirus. Largely fake news, hugely fake news, but coronavirus is true from my believing, this whole scenario. So yeah, compassion and condolences to anyone affected, by the way. But all I'm saying is the news is largely fake news. It's been shown and demonstrated and videoed and corroborated by so many. But yeah, in this video I want to share what are some of the benefits we can learn from this whole situation. And straight off the bat, so I've made other videos on this, so moving forward from those other videos, I'm going to put links, or just check out my previous videos to check out those topics. One I made on the coronavirus, and then one I made on the shift that's happening on Earth, and how we're moving from 3D to 5D. We're moving from 3G to 5G technology 2A. But just from basically third dimensional frequency to more higher frequency, higher vibration of 5D. So yeah, some of the benefits of basically being stuck at home with your family more are just limited in what you're doing in terms of working hard. Basically, with less distracting yourself less. So we're stuck at home, basically speaking, with less time and energy and ability to basically distract ourselves from our suppressed emotions. So this offers feeling, and feeling is the most important thing you can do in terms of emotional maturity and emotional expansion. So one is we're feeling, and feeling lends to healing. So when you let the energy flow, the emotion, the energy in motion, you let it flow, you can do things like feel the anger, feel sad, cry, let out some anger harmlessly. Feel the emotions that we haven't been paying attention to before. It could be boredom, it could be dissatisfaction with our own life, dissatisfaction with our job, or if question things, we have time to question things. How much are we following our purpose, our passion, our calling, our service to the local community or the worldwide extended community? So for example, my mom and my partner do more of local at the moment, more of localized, family orientated and spreading out from there, help and support. I do a little bit of that, but I do also then a lot of worldwide stuff via YouTube videos or coaching or consultations or books or a website or whatnot. So there's one thing. Another thing is, because we're spending an awful lot of time with people, there's going to be much more triggers, much more people triggering and upsetting each other. But anytime we get upset by somebody else, it's not because of them, predominantly or hugely. It's basically all because of us. Well, not all. It's a mixture of the triggerer and what's being triggered. But what's usually overlooked is what's being triggered, and we blame it on the triggerer, the messenger, the mess ender, who ends our mess of all our bogged down emotions and our bogged down traumas from childhood. And our life. It doesn't have to be just childhood, but it's predominantly from childhood for the most case. So what that means is now we can take the time to look at and reflect and study our own emotions instead of blaming the other person. And you can check out my playlists. I have them down below. You can check out my Conscious Relationships playlist. It's a beautiful playlist gift beneath this video, as well as befriending me on Facebook and Twitter, or Facebook and Instagram, etc., or personal messaging me. You can check out the playlist on my channel wall or below the video. They'll really help you enormously to heal and expand, to grow and to learn. There's so much to learn from. So from a human limited, more linear, three-dimensional frequency, what's happening is terrible. But from a more 5D, elevated, higher, expanded vantage point and frequency, this is serving as a root chakra cleanse, and a massive cleanse for humanity as a whole, and an enormous wake-up opportunity. So this wake-up opportunity, and so yeah, it's an enormous wake-up opportunity and to learn wisdom, knowledge and relationship tools, communicational skills, emotional skills, emotional maturity, living from our heart instead of our head, caring about other people, practicing empathy, not just being all self-centered or self-orientated only to the exclusion of other people's life and feelings and their wishes and needs as well. So basically speaking, it makes us evolve as a species and as an individual and grow up spiritually. So this is invaluable, and it usually takes a trauma or a hardship or a change in our life. Usually it's unwanted, and our ego wants to resist and dig our heels in and try and put on the brakes and say, no, I don't want this. But our higher self is calling us forth to crack the shell of our ego and let the light shine in. Like Rumi says, it's the crack through which the light shines in. So in my life, obviously, I've experienced lots of losses, traumas, hardship, and pain, and grief, suffering. Like a loss of, basically a loss of like 95% of my ego shell, like who I thought I was. This cool, macho, fearsome, like ferociously fit and like stronger than you person. He was a male who loved to compete and lived in an ego like frequency of like separation and competition. But then obviously that changed. I had what I experienced, this big loss, and lots of other stuff too, you know, as in a childhood. But it's only through other losses, like, you know, other things in my life, such as like a big breakup in my relationship before this one, and then, you know, it was unwanted, and then related to also like, you know, having a child coming into the world, like that just I wasn't able to become part of, and that just I felt so like victimized. And yeah, so the ego loves to feel victimized, but from a higher perspective, there's like people benefit on both sides of the coin. Potentially, it's a huge opportunity. So that's an enormous opportunity. So basically speaking, we're having more time at home. You can also stuff like learn and study and practice and like intake and absorb information and tools and information and wisdom from like videos of a higher frequency, like this one and lots of other ones all over the internet. So yeah, there's so many benefits. So yeah, keep the benefit, see what's to be gained, always keep an open mind. Understand what's to be gained, that's very important. So feel your feelings, empathize with others, let the emotions flow, feel whatever emotion or feeling it is, but then also at the same time or after that, keep an open mind to what's to be gained. So unwrap the gift and receive the gift from the universe or your higher self, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it. So this is my lovely little kitty cat, Blue, Japanese cat. So sweet. Love Blue, love you. So this is what's happening as I'm making the video. He's coming over to me like rolling around my feet. So yeah, there are just a few little things off my bat, and they are enormous, and that's a lifetime work. To travel from your head and your ego into your heart and your higher self, like that's a lifetime's work. And I've had so much practice with this, and I thank my current partner. Two of us are adventurous souls who've come here for an awful lot of trauma and hardship earlier on in their life, and an enormous amount of challenge and growth and awakening and expansion. So I appreciate her very much. She's like my soulmate, and I hers. I'm her knight in shining armour, and I have a heart of gold. The psychics say who she goes to. And that's a sweet compliment for me. And all it means is like trying your best to show up and to be honest and integral. That's all that means. It's nothing complicated or fancy. We all are like this pure essence at our heart, and all we can do is do our best to be honest and sincere and to show up. That's all. And seek help and be humble along the way. So yeah, if you want to befriend me on Facebook or Instagram, please check me out below. Send me personal messages, befriend me, say hello, introduce yourself, if or how you like my videos or have seen my videos. Check out my playlists that are for free and just like easily accessible. I put time and energy into making them particularly so you can enjoy and benefit. Not so much so you can enjoy, but like really so you can like benefit and expand and grow and reap the benefits of joy and happiness and peace as a result of this growth and learning. And other than that, enjoy nature. Enjoy this time. Enjoy this time with your friends and family and nature when you're taking a break from work. My work's been affected too. But yeah, if you want any one-to-one consultations or health consultations, detox, diet, transitioning through change or loss, as well as personal awakening and healing, just message me, or else see my website below, owenfox.org. And for any herbs to support your energy, your immune system, I wouldn't even worry about your immune system, but energy, well-being, lots of things, sleep, strength, power, sexual libido, your immune system, skin, eyes, any part of your body basically, liver, so many. So have a look at my herb store below, and for 10% off use the code one love one family, and that'll give you 10% off your entire order, and you can check that out below. So other than that, thanks for watching, thanks for everyone who shared, I love that, and I love everyone who subscribes and hits the bell button. Most of all, I love it most people contact and say hello, and they just share a bit of love and appreciation, little flower petals on my page in life. So nice. I just love being alive. Look at that. Love you, Boogie. He loves being alive too. And the greatest gift you can be is to be yourself. Keep expanding, being yourself. And love yourself as much as you can, 100%. Keep learning how to love yourself. This is another thing that this thing that's going on allows us to practice loving ourselves. Look ourselves in the mirror, tell ourselves we love ourselves, touch ourselves, and say loving words to ourselves as much as we give to other people. Go Bluey, do your rolls. Good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, Bluey, you look so beautiful. We love you. I'm glad you came over. Make me feel happy coming over to me. Good boy. Good boy, Bluey.